If just for a minute I'd fall asleep and not dream about you. I hate to admit it, I'm out of ideas, I don't know what to do. Most of the times I think I'll make it through, but all that it takes is one image of you and it shivers. Nobody knows the way it shivers.
It's a bit of a different landscape this way from the usual twisties in the mountains where I hang about. It's more flatter here, but this is just another dimension to the gorgeous countryside we have here in Melbourne. I don't have a destination in mind exactly, but again, just as usual, exploring. I had to come down a highway or a freeway to get here, so which meant that I had to put my hunter through the paces a bit. I'm very reluctant to do freeway travels on the hunter, just given the capacity of this bike, but yeah, it went alright. About 30 kilometers of freeway riding to get here, and it was fine. But these are the lanes where it really comes into its own. I'm not at all familiar with this area, so not sure if I'll take any detours or not, but for now we'll just keep on this long road. Essentially what I'm doing is I'm kind of going from the western corner of this southern part of Melbourne towards its eastern corner, so I'm kind of cutting across the southern tip. Really pleased with the Hunter. It's just such a stable little bike. And who said you can't have a lot of fun on a 20 horsepower motorcycle? This is 20 horsepower is giving me so many smiles. Always does. Such beautiful surroundings to go with it. This is Australian countryside at its very best, I reckon. As usual, I try and find myself roads where there are not too many people driving around, so feels like I've got this road to myself as well yet again. Beautiful. And what that does is you don't feel rushed at all. You ride at your own pace. You take the bends at your own pace. You try and do it all safely, because there's no one nudging you from the behind or from the other side. Not essentially the twisties, but as much fun as the twisties, I reckon. The sun started to set about 5:30 these days, so it's 3 o'clock. So I've got a couple of hours to get back home. But just look at this. Close to perfect. Oh, there's a golf course. Oh no, it's just someone's backyard. It looks like a golf course. Excellent. Oh, gorgeous. Who wants to go to the city when you have this in your backyard, eh? It's a funny thing, motorcycling. Once you get used to it, you start to get withdrawal symptoms if you don't get a chance to do it for too long. And the weather doesn't matter, whether it's winters, summers, the seasons, they just don't matter. There's a clear blue sky with a bit of sunshine around. You gotta come outside and have a bit of a spin for yourself. It's food for the soul, I reckon. It's absolutely food for the soul. Wow. This one bike ride on a late Sunday afternoon, it's gonna sustain me the whole week. And I've got a busy week at work coming up, so this is the perfect medicine I needed before starting my work week tomorrow. Apologies if you're picking up a lot of wind noise. It is windy, there's a lot of crosswind. But I can tell you it's so enjoyable. I reckon I'm going to run out of roads pretty soon to explore, because in the vicinity of 50 kilometers or so around myself where I live, I reckon I've explored every nook and corner of Melbourne since I've had this bike. Wow. Oh, look at that view. The mountains in the distance and the entire valley to myself. That's a priceless view. This is why we ride motorcycles, all of us who do. There's another shot of the valley on the other side. beautiful this is. I'm so glad I came out. This is all within 100 kilometers from metropolitan Melbourne. So if you're ever planning to travel this way, there's so many things to explore around Melbourne and Victoria. So that's my unofficial plug for Tourism Victoria. As I said, a bit flatter but as good as the mountains, this bike ride. Let's take a detour. Let's do that. Probably a local lane here which doesn't go too far, but let's just check it out. My favorite gravel roads are back. This is the thing about motorcycles, you can just take a turn on your whim and just go and explore, and if it doesn't work out, well, just take a U-turn. Whoops, very steep. That's not bad. It's just a lot of farmland here. Small gravel road coming up. Whoops, there's a cat there crossing my way. Is that a good omen or a bad omen? Let me know. A black cat going across the road. A lot of cattle and cows. You gotta love the countryside. It's just such a calming vibe to it. I'm sure it's hard work living here as well, but at least you're away from the chaos and the noise. You can do things at your own pace. Wow. Glad I took this detour. Such a lovely detour to take. Okay, more gravel road. Gotta slow down a bit. Okay, T intersection. Well, I hope you enjoyed this little detour of mine, and whilst I come to a halt at this T intersection and see which way I need to go to get home, I reckon I shall end this video here. So I'll see you all in another video very soon, but until then, as always, please take very good care of yourselves and be good and be safe. Take care. Bye bye.